No one knew what destroyed the scouting ship. 1 second, it was sending data. The next, silence. No crash, no signal, just gone. In the center of the galaxy, the Zarn Empire gathered its leaders. They were not afraid. The Zarn were legends, creatures made for survival. They had lived through burning skies, oceans of acid, and planets where gravity could crush a tank. They called such planets Deathworlds, and they had conquered them all. "We are the strongest in the stars," said Commander Vek. "No planet can defeat us." But now, a strange blue planet had stopped their ship. A world called Earth. The Zarn laughed when they saw it. Green trees, open skies, small animals. "This is nothing," they said. "It looks peaceful. But peace can hide danger." Something on Earth was different. Something stronger than fire or ice. Still, they sent another team. The best of the best, armed, trained, fearless. Their mission, land on Earth. Find the truth. Return in glory. But none of them knew Earth was waiting. And so were the humans. The Zarn warship cut through space, heading for Earth. Inside, the soldiers prepared their weapons. Their armor was thick. Their bodies were strong. Their minds were calm. Commander Vek stood at the front of the ship. He smiled. "This will be easy," he said. But not everyone agreed. A transmission came in from an old dying alien ship nearby. The signal was weak, full of static. A voice, barely alive, said, "Turn back. Earth is not what it seems." Then silence. The Zarn ignored the warning. "Cowards," Vek said. "They fear grass and sky." As they neared Earth, strange things started to happen. The ship's scanners went blind. The weather changed too fast, sun to storm in seconds. Animals moved in patterns like they were watching. The science officer frowned. "This planet is reacting to us." Still, Vek ordered the team to land. The ship touched down in a forest. The trees were tall. The wind whispered through the leaves. No welcome, no enemy, just silence. Then, a shape moved between the trees. Not a beast, not a robot, a human. Alone. No armor. Just standing there, watching them. One of the Zarn soldiers pointed a weapon. The human didn't flinch. He looked at the group, his voice cold and clear. "You shouldn't have come here." Then he vanished into the trees. The Zarn laughed again. But not for long. The forest grew darker as the sun disappeared behind thick clouds. Strange sounds echoed through the trees. Snaps, whispers, clicks. The Zarn soldiers spread out, scanning everything. No life signs, no weapons detected. But the air felt wrong. Commander Vek barked, "Stay alert. This planet is playing tricks." Suddenly, they heard something. Footsteps, slow, steady, coming from behind them. The soldiers turned, weapons ready. Nothing. But on one of their helmets, a red mark appeared. A handprint, human-sized. The soldier froze. "Something touched me." Another soldier pointed. "There, movement, 10 meters." They chased it through the trees, fast, silent, trained. They found nothing. Only a tree with a symbol carved into it, a skull with human eyes. "Fear tactic," Vek said. "Pathetic." Then came the scream. It was sharp, fast, and then cut off. Like someone had pulled the sound from the air. One of the Zarn soldiers was gone. His tracker showed no sign of movement. Just a cold, blinking red dot. Vek ordered a search. They followed the signal. They found the missing soldier. Hanging upside down, tied in wire made from their own tech. No blood, no fight, just a message carved into a tree next to him. "Predators. Don't visit Earth, they stay away." For the first time, the Zarn didn't laugh. They tightened their group. They checked their weapons twice, because now they understood something. They weren't hunting humans. The humans were hunting them. Night fell fast over the forest. Too fast. 1 minute the sky was gray, the next it was black, like a curtain had dropped. The Zarn turned on their lights, but the trees swallowed the beams. Shadows moved where nothing should be. Commander Vec growled, "Stay close. No one wanders alone." But one soldier didn't listen. He saw a light flashing between the trees. "Maybe it's our lost scout," he said, running after it. The others called out, but he was already gone. They heard him scream, just once. By the time they found him, he was lying on the ground, alive, but shaking, his eyes wide open, his voice whispering. They don't make sound when they move. The soldier's armor had cuts across it. Cuts. Deep ones. Clean. Too clean. Then something worse happened. Their weapons stopped working. Energy cells drained. Screens blinked red. Tech shut down one by one. "How?" one shouted. "No power sources nearby," a quiet voice answered from the darkness. "You brought machines to a human jungle." The Zarn spun around, but saw nothing. Commander Vec shouted, "Split into pairs. Find the threat." They spread out, searching. Big mistake. Within 10 minutes, another pair was missing. In their place, only a trail of boots, dragged across the dirt, and a human symbol drawn in mud. An open eye, watching. The Zarn were trained killers. But this planet made them feel small, hunted, weak. And somewhere out there, the humans were smiling. The forest was silent, too silent. Even the wind had stopped. Only 3 of the original 10 Zarn soldiers were left. Commander Vec, Soldier Nax, and Scout Leary. Leary trembled. "They're playing with us, like toys," Vec shouted. "Hold your mind. We are the Zarn. We survived Deathworlds." But even he couldn't hide the fear in his eyes. Then, the forest spoke. Not with sound, but with symbols. A tree nearby had new carvings. Their own Zarn language, perfectly written, words no human should know. "Still think you're stronger?" They found more messages. On stones, in the mud, carved. In tree bark, "Your tech is ours. We learned your language in hours. You are not the first to visit." The humans weren't just hunters. They were studying them. Soldier Nax panicked. He fired his last working weapon into the dark. Nothing. Then a voice answered. From behind him. "You missed." Nax turned, too late. A hand reached from the shadows. A silent strike. When Vec and Leary reached him, they found his helmet on the ground. Still recording. No body. Just audio. Heavy breathing. A calm human voice. One word. "Run." Leary broke down. "They're not just killing us, they're breaking us." Vec clenched his fists. "This is not a death world, this is something worse. This is a human world. Far from Earth, deep in space. A hidden, alien ship watched everything. The Zern. A quiet, wise race. Not warriors, but survivors. They had seen what was happening. One young Zern officer turned to his elder. "Why don't we warn them?" she asked. "The Zarn will die." The elder shook his head slowly. They chose not to listen. Like so many before them, she stared at the screen. "But it's just Earth, one planet. Why is it so dangerous?" The elder closed his eyes. Then he told her the story. Long ago, the galaxy watched a strange species rise from a brutal world. A world of storms, volcanoes, earthquakes, poisonous animals, diseases with no cure, cold that could kill in minutes, heat that could melt skin, and yet they lived, not just lived. They built. They made fire, tools, language, cities, machines, rockets. Then they fought each other. Millions died. They made peace, then war again. But each time they came back stronger. The Zern elder said, "Humans didn't survive a death world. They were born to rule one." Other species needed suits to survive battle. Humans, they went into war with nothing but hope, rage, and sharp metal, and when they ran out of weapons, they used their hands. Back on Earth, Commander Vec and Leary ran through the forest. Leary whispered, "They're just a young species. How did they become this? Vec stopped. He looked around at the shadows, the silence, the trees that seemed to watch, and he answered with fear in his voice. Because pain made them grow, fear made them clever, and death made them unbreakable. Then, from the darkness, footsteps. The humans were coming. Only 2 Zarn remained. Commander Vec and Scout Leary. They were running, fast, no direction, no plan, just one thought in their minds: escape, their ship gone, destroyed or hidden, their weapons dead, their pride shattered. Every sound in the forest made Leary jump. Twigs snapping, leaves rustling, a cold breeze that felt like breath on her neck. "I can't do this," she whispered. "We're prey now." Vec grabbed her arm. "We are Zarn. We do not beg." A calm human voice spoke behind them. "Then die proud." Vec turned and fired his last plasma round, blindly. Into the dark, the forest lit up for half a second. He saw nothing, then silence. No footsteps. No voice. Just stillness. The next day, Vec and Leary found the wreckage of an old alien ship. Not theirs. Another failed mission. Inside, they found bones, alien bodies cut with clean human blades. A broken sign written in galactic standard. "We warned you." Leary dropped to her knees. "We have to surrender." Vec stared into the trees. "There is no surrender here." That night, Leary vanished. No scream, no sign of struggle. Only her helmet was left, placed carefully on a rock, still recording. A human voice whispered. "One left." Commander Vec was alone now. And somewhere, in the forest, a dozen humans moved silently, waiting, watching, hunting. Commander Vec didn't sleep. He couldn't. He was the last Zarn standing. His armor was cracked, his mind shaken, his pride gone. He had faced volcano beasts, ice storms, machines with living minds, but nothing ever broke him like this. Humans. They didn't chase him. They didn't kill him. They let him go. At sunrise, Vec found a trail of glowing lights, Zarn tech. A message written beside them, in perfect Zarn language. "Go, and tell the stars what you found." Vec followed the trail. At the end, he found a single escape pod, undamaged, ready, waiting for him. He stepped inside. The hatch closed. As the pod lifted into space, he looked back at Earth one last time. It didn't look deadly. It looked peaceful. That was the worst part. When Vec reached the Zarn homeworld, no one believed his story. They laughed. "You let yourself be scared by a primitive species? You lost 10 elite soldiers to animals and storms?" But Vec didn't argue. He just looked them in the eye and said, "Earth is not a planet, it's a trap. And humans are the bait." Soon, other alien empires heard the tale. Some didn't believe it, some did, but none were brave enough to test it. They marked Earth as no contact. They called it the planet of ghosts, the human jungle, the final death world. Vec's warning echoed across the stars. Most alien leaders dismissed it at first. "Fear makes fools talk," they said. But then, other stories surfaced. A trader ship that vanished near Earth. An explorer's drone that returned, with no memory and human writing scratched on its metal. A silent signal broadcast from Earth's orbit. "We see you." The stories didn't match, but they all ended the same way. No one came back. The Galactic Council met in secret. 12 species, all powerful, all afraid. "What are humans?" someone asked. A Zern elder answered, "They are the only race that evolved by surviving constant danger. While we built peace, they trained in war. While we avoided pain, they learned from it." A silence followed. Then came the vote. The result was clear. Earth was declared a forbidden planet. No visits, no scans, no contact. But on Earth, Humans knew. They watched the stars. They read the transmissions. They smiled. Because fear was a weapon, and now the galaxy was full of it. Across alien worlds, parents told their children, "Behave, or the humans will come." And every soldier knew, you can fight many things, but you don't fight Earth. Years passed. No ship dared approach Earth. No probe got close. No one looked too long. But then, one day, a signal came from Earth. Clear, strong, in every alien language, broadcast across all known space. "We know you're watching. We saw your ships. We let them leave. We let some live. Just once." Panic hit the galaxy like a storm. Some thought Earth had built a new weapon. Others believed the humans had joined with darker forces. A few whispered the worst fear. They didn't need to evolve. They were always like this. The signal continued. "We are not monsters. We are just prepared for anything. We didn't choose to be dangerous. Your worlds made us that way. And now we remember." Then the message ended with a final sentence. "Come again, if you're ready to meet what you created." After that, the galaxy went silent. Even the boldest warlords changed course when they saw the blue planet on a star map. They feared no species except one. Humans never left Earth. They didn't need to, because now every world remembered the death world where life doesn't survive. It evolves.